Now that Blue's tinkered up, she's going whole hog on that Imperium data. Encryption's a pile, though. It's gonna take time. Dig?
We will reveal the conspiracy surrounding the Imperium and the Nine. This Bale. Did you know him?
Not personally, but the dredgings, that's my baggage. I'll clean it up. First we gotta make good on our deal with the Pikers.
The Vanguard may admonish us, but they understand the necessity of our actions. They won't interfere. Do you trust these Pikers?
Hell no. But if it gets us what we need to move one step ahead of the Imperium, of the Nine, I'll roll those dice.
Your Vex target shouldn't be far. The Tharsis Reformation are the Conductor's cohort, no?
Yeah. Dropped out of her control. Traded in that cozy collective for slick threads. Their boss owes me. In cards, among other things.
Guardian, your quarry flees. Pursuit.
Back on target, hero. Let's push. We don't have time to waste.
Don't let this obsession drive you into a trap. What the Nine say is not absolute. You needn't worry.
Maybe this is what the prophecy meant by buying the Nine. Gods don't tend to like being tied down. Maybe Three's expecting us to slug it out with the Imperium to prevent extinction.
What the Nine present to us is only the surface. There is a deeper truth to uncover. Give me time. Patience.
just in our way. The real fight's with the Imperium.
Something for us to look forward to.
Hey, Spider. Our weapon's ready for a planet-side pickup. Send out that hawk. Whoa. Pick that up on the Vanguard sats. Some kind of high-yield energy emission.
Something near Mars, but away from orbit. Their signature is of the Nine.
I store the Imperium's data. It's me bail once. If we got our backs to a wall, just let me play my hand.
You will not have your back to a wall. Because it will be to mine and the Guardians.
You don't know what the Nine can take from us, Eris. I've felt it, and I've seen it. They'll rip the years away until we got nothing.
Whatever they reach out to take, we will hold fast together. Trust.
Let's make a deal. I do enjoy your visits.
Hey, hero. Heard you've been getting into it with the syndicates. You're the talk of Tharsis. I need your ear for a sec, away from Blue. That data disk we lifted, I got a line in on a way to break it open. You know the Pikers, the lick-sneak punks who don't care for houses or the traveler. Treat servitors on the same level as dregs. They're atheists, radicals, wild children. These kids been scrapping with the Imperium for a minute now. Got splicer shanks that can crack the disc we stole, unlike our ghosts. Spider and Relix, the Pikers' leader, got an exchange set up, down in the dunes, on Spider's fancy new boat. He's been hounding me to send you his way. Go meet him, get a shank, keep Spider happy. He talks syndicate. The syndicate's got numbers, and we need numbers to stop the Imperium. They know we got the plans for their Nightfall station on that disc. It's our silver bullet. We get in, we'll know how to take their super weapon off the table. Wish I could go with you, but I gotta chase down some loose ends elsewhere. Do me a favor. Take Blue with you. Tell her... well, don't tell her anything. You saw what they want me to do. What they said I'm gonna do, or did already. She'll sniff me out and she'll say I'm running, but I ain't. I ain't leaving her. She needs to stay here, to do this job. Don't let her come after me. And if she tries, you keep her away.
Guardian, Blue is still working her way through that encrypted data. Until she's done, all we can do is speculate. Spider claims to know someone who can get us behind the Imperium firewalls. It's not my first choice, but we're out of options.
It's time to make a deal, my darling friends.
He wants you to shoot through his problems.
Oh, I've missed your inside, Blue. So direct and now so loud. This expanse. Do you like my barge? It's one of a kind. A hull alloyed from long drift catchers. Sails woven from Tara bottle super silk. I could go on. Hurry to our summit, my fearsome retainer.
Code in here is wicked, real anti-Guardian. Got light deadfalls everywhere. The Pikers didn't write this.
Of course not. They stole it from the young Empress Keitel.
Wait, we're allies. Why would Keitel have anti-ghost encryption?
Contingencies, my dear. Now, there is an outpost across the basin. The Pikers want it. Clear it out. The shank is yours. One last thing. It's a totality division post. Make sure none of your new friends survive to rat you out.
That's it? All right, deploying the shank.
If everyone involved in this transaction is on the level, this shank should splice the Imperium data terminals for us, and get us their plans quick. Frankly, that's a big if, but we don't have much of a choice. If there's a weapon like this out there at any scale, it's too much. All right. I've got the first tranche of data. Reviewing it now. Anti-baryonic scoops. Infalling density reservoirs. Large-scale super annealing. These are plans for a colossal dark matter projector. A system that uses the same energy as the Nine. Zavala was right. They're building a weapon. The Imperium left vehicles loaded in the Walker Bay. Grab one. Just received another data packet from the Shank. A moment. The nearly functional prototype is on a ship. Imperium registry. Bahaghari, pull it up on our scopes.
Wait, that's the ship Eris and I saw bleeding 9 energy. It's headed into Mars's orbit.
Stopping that ship just became our first priority. Energy reading spiking. I can feel it. Even from a distance. It's horrible. The way it pulls at the light. Like it could just eat it entirely. Nothing should do that. Not even darkness. If this is the result of the Imperium using the Nine's power, no weapon using this energy can be allowed to exist. For our sakes, and for the Travelers. Guardian, you have multiple hostiles converging on you.
It's relics, and they're godless ether guppies.
Syndicate loyalty is cheap. Guardian, the Pikers are trying to kill you.
Get back here. If any bikers try to stop you, kill them. The deal is off.
what Arnor's saying. That's proof. Bale and I got the same needle through us. I can't say no.
Reason for going? Is some god told you to? That's not a plan. That's a fear. Don't go.
She dies if I don't go. And I made it also. I can't say no. Tell the others I'm sorry.
Guys are trying to cover the tracks. Very ugly business, but it's you and them.
Save my ship, and I will give you Mars.
Spider isn't here. He ran. Well, weapons free. ride your walker. Dismount. Get out of there.
Imperium battle net is lighting up. It's Luke. Tapping you in.
My champions, my will embodied. You engage the thing that killed your comrades. Leave nothing of them, not even particles, to commingle with the sand. Our road to Tarabottle is befouled. Clear it and advance.
More troopers inbound. Spider, go attach to this barge, are you?
I would die for her. If I were there. Guardian, you have killed gods. I have built enterprises. My assets are unassailable. Revive them! Legionnaires, you are blessed by eternity. You are fearless against the light. Death is a moment. Glory extends beyond and before.
The leader of the Imperium broadcasting over open comms. That's a brazen move. They must not consider us or the Syndicates much of a threat. Imperium is transmitting bombs onto the barge. Defuse them. No. You know what? No way. Too many. Just get out of here. Look, the spider's barge is gone. Nothing we can do about it now. Let's go, Guardian.
Drift is ditching us, champ. The Spice of Shank's safe, and that Imperium disk is as good as decrypted, but Drift is taking the derelict into orbit. He's after the Nine and Bale, following his vision. That lint liquor won't hear me out, but he always listens to you. Go after him, will you? Hey, have you lost your mind?
We both know I've done worse, Blue. Sorry, fireteam. I need Bale to trust me. He's just a kid. And a Guardian is a terrible thing to waste. No!
Agents of the Last City, welcome back to Mars. We've ended the lives of dozens of Guardians and Ghosts on Tarsus. Nightfall has nullified their light. And only hollow shells remain. The 13th understanding in the 7th Book of Sorrow states that to rend one's enemies is to see them not as equals, but objects, hollow of spirit and meaning. Nightfall does it gladly. But we won't stop with Tharsis, no. Nightfall is coming for the Last City. The time of Guardians as shepherds of humanity is over. We were supposed to protect the people, not rule them. The Vanguard must evacuate the city, or be eradicated when Nightfall fills your sky.
Telemetry confirms Drifter fired off his NLS drive. He's long gone. That warship that fired on Tharsis has left orbit. Imperium Command that just lit up with chatter that a weapons test has concluded. That was Nightfall. Sorry, Hoss. Ida was at ground zero in the blast. She's okay. But you better come on back.
didn't understand what was happening at first. All those guardians and ghosts.
Dozens of casualties, every one of them irreplaceable. And Drifter has disappeared without a trace.
That low-life always cuts and runs. We can't rely on him.
It was all so normal. But then, that horrible light. How many guardians would those ghosts have found? How many people would they have saved? Vale was right there. And all I could do was hide.
For now, we should focus on stopping Vale. The city is his next target. The Vanguard will be focused on preparing for an extinction-level event. In the meantime, we have leads to follow. Guardian, we need you ready.
Drifter's running a bail. Thinks his vision is saying Eris will die if he doesn't. As if we can't change that. I'm through trying to stop his foolishness. He can chase the 9 without me.